What do you guys have in that one tomorrow night?
Back-to-back at home. Tough. Minnesota hasn't been playing well. But I think that I think we can win that one too. But that's the game I think is going to be a slow down game. I think they're going to try to come in and run. But that back, I think it'll be a sluggish, slow down game that we pull out in the end.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting game, back to back. We had 5 days off, so hopefully,
Yeah, they couldn't make one of those games spread out.
Yeah, come on, give it Wednesday or something, or Thursday and Saturday. What is that? That's stupid scheduling. That's just dumb.
I mean, it's building availability. Sometimes the other teams, so it's interesting.
Well, I mean, when they play the Cavs and Magic. And then they have today off. They played on the 13th and then the 16th. So it was a little spread out. They could have. I don't know. Yeah. It's not my job. I think that's a tough game, man. Who the hell are we gonna put on Cat? Or are they gonna put Tobias or PJ on Gobert and put Embiid on Cat? That's
no. I think they put Tobias on Cat. I mean, he don't post up very much, man. He said he's the best 3-point shooting big man of all time.
Good, keep doing it. Keep trying that. Keep trying to live up to that.
I mean, that's what he said. So I mean, if he's saying that, I mean, he's not saying that then living on the post.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, they beat the Cavs at Cleveland, and that's a pretty good matchup for them because the
Cavs have, been struggling since they lost out west.
Yep.
And Cavs have Mobley.
Yeah, I believe they all played.
Allen didn't play.
Allen didn't play?
That would have been big for them because they could have put Allen Mobley on Cat Gobert. It would have totally neutralized. So that did make a difference. Damn, Garland had 51 that game. I didn't even know that. Oh.
Well, I don't think Mitchell didn't play that game either, right? When he had 51.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yes, they were without Mitchell, and they were okay. There you go. That win takes a little out of there, but they were killing them. It looks like Cleveland outscored them 40-25 in the final quarter to make it with a 5-point game. So they were up by 20 going into that quarter. So that's they were handling them. I'll say, dude, I think the game's gonna be real close. I'll say, give us a very close victory there. I'd say within 3 points. But I like this. I mean, Tobias is questionable tonight with a hip. After being off 5 days, what'd you hurt your hip doing? Playing video games? What? What?
He doesn't play. That means it's more serious than they putting on.
That's a little scary. That's what's scary about it. He wasn't hurt last game. Now all of a sudden 5 days off and he's questionable on Friday. It's like
either it's he hurt it. It's hurt worse, or he hurt it during practice.
Yeah,
the game.
That sucks. That's huge for us if we're without him.
Well, you guys see our depth in that position, though. We got a lot of guys similar to that in that spot that can plug and play there.
So if Tobias doesn't play and a guy like a non-starter comes and start, would that be bench points?
Ooh.
Technically, it would not count as bench points. It's going to be someone else besides Maxey and Embiid shooting, though. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I'm just asking because it's how do they do bench points when that guy whoever doesn't start, or because the guy can win 6-man and they look at his points for the season and he started 30 games.
Yeah,
they stick to whoever bench for that
off
game.
The bench,
yeah. They stick by the book. Yeah. I'd like to do that.
That's a good point, though, Eric. The 6-man who starts a lot of the games, they're looking at his total points per game and his all stats. I mean, they're not looking at the stats where he comes off the bench. Yeah.
Yes.
They can make it a subcategory, though. How many points you had coming off the bench, your points per game coming off the bench versus what you had when you started. They could do that.
I bet you'd see a lot of different awards over the past 10, 15 years if you did it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because if one guy averaged 14 a game and he played 81 games at at the actual 6 man off the bench. And then another guy was like 20 points, but he started half the season. It's like, well, 6 man, I don't know. You're kind of the 5th and a half man, actually. So that's interesting. But yeah, I mean, another thing too I was going to say earlier is that Phoenix and Utah are both, I believe, top 10 in offensive efficiency. So those are good. Our defense buttoned up and played really well in those games. So it's nice to see the defense come around because our defense looked atrocious to start the season.
Now you're gonna have people say Harden was the root of all the bad with our defense when he comes back. If our defense looks like crap again, everyone's gonna blame it on him.
I guess you could blame the good offense on him too, then, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, it's one or the other. So
Take the good with the bad.
who do you think they start if Tobias doesn't play against Gobert and Cat? Do they go big? Tonight would be a little more normal. They could probably start whoever they want, but
I think they'll go big. I think they'll start
Paul Reed or something.
Paul Reed, yeah.
Yeah. Paul Reed's someone that you could definitely put on Cat. That's a good matchup for him.
Reed he's going to get a spot against Giannis. Because I remember last year he in like that 6 minute span that all the Sixer fans like take a picture of like Giannis' stats when Paul Reed was playing against him for those 3 minutes.
Paul Reed's Hall of Fame game.
Yeah.